Hi everyone, welcome to World of Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie and this is a replay from Zualtea. Zualtea has featured in a video before. He was platooned with someone, I can't remember who it was. I think it was one of the ANZAF boys. Anyway, in this replay you're going to see some insane Russian accuracy. I've never had the T-10. When I ground up towards my IS-7, it was the IS-8 was the T-9 Russian heavy tank. And it always confused me because it was called the Tier 8 and the Tier 10 was called the IS-7. It just used to confuse me. Maybe I'm going crazy my old age, I don't know. But we're in Himmelsdorf and it's an encounter battle. And for the starters, Zualtea is going to try and capture the hill. Bit of a risky move, in my opinion, on Himmelsdorf. If the whole team goes for the hill, it's a long way from the cap, and especially if you're in a big old Russian heavy tank, you're really going to struggle to get back for resets if the enemy are capping. But there's not a huge amount of tanks up on the hill, and it looks like Zualtea's team are capping quite, not convincingly, but they've got a good presence around the cap circle, so they've got good vision on what the enemy are doing. Now I don't know what he's doing there. He's nudging a few of the tanks. He might be suffering from a little bit of lag, I don't know. Looks like the enemy T-10 is thinking about coming around. It's always a risky move doing this because you could get shot from the centre. There's not a lot of vision in the centre for Zualtea's team, but he picks up his first kill, killing the T-10 on the enemy side. Artie shoots and misses, which is always a good feeling when the Artie shoots and misses you by not too far. Puts a shot in the back of the E100, but he really doesn't want to be having a big battle with that E100. He's already down to 426 hit points. Now this is why you're going to see some conservative gameplay. Kilroy in his T54 E1 does the job on the E100, killing him, taking out the top tier heavy tank, which is always handy in any form of the game. He's looking for a shot on that T30. It was a little bit. It's going to be always going to be a bit dicey, that shot. The T30 looks like he's behind some rocks in the building, and he's hoping that T30 doesn't shoot him because he's only got 426 hit points. And this is where you're going to see some pretty good sniping in a tank that isn't known for his sniping. You see how big the aim circle was when he took that shot onto it was either the Bulldog or the grand final tank, the M4190 it was. It's a long way away, and now look at this. There's a Centurion coming down. Bang! The circle was huge and the gap was small, but Russian accuracy, the hand of Stalin, some people call it, gets the shot onto the Centurion 7-1 straight into the side of the turret and takes him out of the game. But there's more to come. Now Zualtea knows he's only on 426 hit points. He can't go around, he can't use his armour now. He hasn't got enough. There's plenty of tanks, apart from the light tanks and possibly the STA-1. Every tank on the enemy side will kill him with one shot. Definitely the artillery will, and definitely the Jagdpanzer will. He won't now, but he's been killed. So with the score 9-3, you would imagine that victory is within sight. 9-4 now. They lost a T-44, but got rid of the enemy artillery. And looking at the mini-map, there's a good grouping of tanks from Zualtea's side going along the south. Looks like they're going to flank those light tanks and the medium, which looks like they might be sitting on cap. Now he's trying to get a shot on the cap circle. You can't really see a great amount, but there's the grand final tank again. That one fell short. There's nothing wrong with the way he aimed, it simply just fell a little bit short. There's one tank capping, but in encounter it takes forever to cap, so he's looking around for another opportunistic moment. There it is, the grand final tank through a window. I don't know if that was the same archway that he shot through earlier, but takes a little bit out of the M4190 grand final tank, and it's That's pretty much a foregone conclusion now. At 12-5. But there might be room for one more shot. Look at that. STA1. That was not a bad shot at all. Who said Russian tanks with their big aim circles and bloom can't snipe? Is he going to get another one on this M4190? Yes, he is. It's only 6 hit points, which is what I would call the Seagull Award. And unlucky not to get a shot on the enemy T-10. It was only a quick game, but the Russian accuracy really came out to play as we look at the post-game battle results. Not a huge result, just a third-class fighter and a fire for effect. He got 1,287 experience, which isn't too bad at all, considering he took all that damage at the start of the game, and he really had to play a little bit conservatively. Ended up third highest score on experience, second highest on damage caused. Picked up 4 kills, fired 10 shots, 9 of them hit. So only 1 shot actually missed, but 1 shot bounced as well. Not a bad game, very entertaining. Zualtea. Not sure if you're looking for a clan, but if you've got RNG like that, and good luck on your side with the hand of Stalin guiding every shot like that, that's absolutely beautiful. Maybe you could consider coming to MI6. Awesome replay, Zualtea. Thank you very much for watching. I've enjoyed that one. That was some really good, funny, lucky RNG shots in that replay. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and we'll see you all next time.